Well, Democrats' obsession with propping up failure doesn't end with election laws. Their $1.9 trillion, quote, relief bill bails out wildly irresponsible blue states and cities, including, of course, Pelosi's hometown of San Francisco. The Chronicle reporting that the federal stimulus package will erase the majority of San Francisco's projected $650 million budget deficit over the next 2 years, saving City Hall from having to make painful service cuts and layoffs. So what this really means is that the old Nan's pals running San Francisco will be spared the pain of getting booted from office for their complete incompetence. Joining me now is House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Congressman, this is really rewarding failure across the board. It's not so much of helping vulnerable people as helping vulnerable politicians.
No, it is actually. It rewards bad behavior. It's a Bay Area bailout. Think about that. San Francisco has a $650 million deficit, and they're getting $600 million. What does San Francisco spend part of their money on? Putting homeless in hotels, paying for their alcohol, paying for their marijuana. This bill also, you know what it does? It gives federal employees up to $21,000 paid leave. They've never been laid off. State employees can get up to $25,000 bonuses. It takes care of the swamp. It goes in and it adds money to pay for the health care of illegals. And remember, they try to say this happens to deal with COVID. Less than 9% of this bill does anything for COVID. And it rewards the states that were bad behavior. It literally changes the funding mechanism for states getting money in America. It rewards states that shut down. It rewards states that have pension problems instead of a fair process throughout the nation.
Well, I want to play something. We're going to go back to Nancy Pelosi here because she was asked about whether there would be more bills like this COVID bill. That means more trillion-dollar type, pieces of legislation, Congressman. And this is how it went down. Watch.
Do you think this is the last primarily COVID bill that you'll have to take up?
You're just going to have to ask the virus. If it stops mutating, if it stops spreading and therefore mutating, then we'll just see where we are then. But it's not anything anybody can predict. It's just a question of the science.
Congressman, my breath is taken away. No, she's saying it depends on the virus's mutations. She doesn't know anything about immunology, obviously. She doesn't know anything about the fact that the virus is clearly less lethal than it was a year ago. But she's leaving the door open to more spending, meaning the states can stay locked down, meaning the fall can be closed for kids' schooling.
Would you expect any answer from any other socialist? It's what Margaret Thatcher said. You will eventually run out of everybody else's money. And that's what's happening with this $1.9 trillion. This money does nothing to put people back to work, back to school, or back to health. It uses it to reward those that they care most about, the mismanagement of states across this nation, to reward federal employees who have not been laid off, give them $21,000, or state employees a $25,000 bonus. That is hardworking taxpayers' money. It is costing every family more than $5,000, and a few people will get a $1,400 check. It's one of those crazy emails you get from another nation. It's stupid.
Congressman, it seems like they think they can buy off the voters in 2022. That's what it seems like. If they spend enough, they print enough money, borrow enough from Japan or China or wherever borrowing it from these days, or just printing it, they'll be able to buy voters off. Are you worried that people are going to get used to being, sadly, on the federal dole?
I'm concerned about it because what we're finding today, by continuing to pay more for people who are unemployed and not giving them incentive to go back to work, you find this time and again, where's the accountability? Where's the work incentive to get people working again? That's what we'd like to see going forward. But again, the Democrats find no other way than to provide checks out. And I'm concerned about that, but I trust the American public that we rather work than have a government just pay us. We rather have a better future, and we rather not sacrifice our children's and grandchildren's futures for our wasting of money today.
Congressman, looks like 2 more months of razor wire and National Guard troops around the Capitol. Anything we can do to shut that down, or that's going to depend on the virus's mutation as well?
No, it should not. There is no threat. I mean, think of the hypocrisy. That is the hypocrisy wall. They will not protect the border. They want to take a wall down around the border, but they want to put a wall around the people's house. That National Guard, do you know if the National Guard sitting out there sees somebody climbing the wall, they can't do anything. They have to call the Capitol Police.
Get a cappuccino.
They won't even let people into the Capitol. That wall needs to come down. The people need to be invited back in, and we need to protect our borders and let the people get back to work and back to school.
Congressman, there's your campaign ad. Madam Speaker, tear down this wall. Great to see you tonight. Thanks.